For decades, the U.S. green card system has centered on family connections, allowing citizens and some residents to sponsor relatives, spouses, children, parents, and siblings. This approach was designed to keep families together, reflecting the nation's long-standing belief in the importance of family unity. Over the years, millions have benefited from this policy, building new lives and contributing to the fabric of American society. This focus on family reunification has shaped America's diverse communities, helping to create vibrant neighborhoods where people from all over the world live, work, and celebrate together. The result is a rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions that make the United States unique. Another pathway is employer sponsorship, targeting foreign workers with in-demand skills or advanced degrees. These employment-based green cards are crucial for industries like technology, healthcare, and engineering, which rely on global talent to stay competitive and innovative. The Diversity Visa Lottery offers a limited number of green cards to people from countries with low U.S. immigration rates, aiming to diversify the population. Each year, thousands apply for this rare opportunity, hoping for a chance to start a new chapter in America. But the system is overwhelmed. Demand far exceeds supply, creating backlogs that can last decades, especially for applicants from India or China. Many families are separated for years, and skilled workers often wait in limbo. Uncertain about their future in the U.S., critics argue the system is outdated, inefficient, and too focused on family ties, overlooking highly skilled individuals who could boost the economy. They point out that other countries have modernized their immigration systems to attract top talent, while the U.S. risks falling behind. Calls for reform have grown, with a new administration signaling a shift, moving from who you know to what you know and what you can earn. This new approach aims to balance family unity with the nation's economic needs, making the system more fair and forward-looking. This marks one of the most significant proposed changes to U.S. immigration policy in recent history, with the potential to reshape how America welcomes new residents and builds its future. The White House is proposing a dramatic shift to a merit-based immigration system, prioritizing skills, education, and earning potential over family ties. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, a key architect, wants to attract high-earning, highly skilled professionals to drive economic growth. The new system would use a points-based approach, ranking applicants by education, experience, language skills, and salary potential. Family-based immigration would become much harder unless relatives meet merit criteria, and the Diversity Visa Lottery could be eliminated. The goal: make green cards a strategic asset for national growth, not a family entitlement. This aligns the U.S. with countries like Canada and Australia, using immigration as a tool for economic nationalism. The debate now centers on whether immigration should serve economic or social purposes, and what it means to be a valuable American. At the heart of the proposed immigration reform is the introduction of the Gold Card, a premium residency track designed specifically for the world's top talent and highest earners. This new system aims to attract individuals who can make an immediate and significant impact on the American economy and society. Unlike the current green card, which is often awarded through family connections or a lottery, the Gold Card would be granted strictly on merit. Criteria would include high salaries, exceptional professional achievements, and a proven track record of success. Advanced degrees from top universities, groundbreaking research, patents, and other forms of intellectual property would all count toward eligibility. Leadership roles in key industries, such as technology, finance, healthcare, and science, would also be highly valued, ensuring that only the most accomplished individuals are considered. The application process is designed to be fast, transparent, and predictable, with the goal of making the United States the #1 destination for global innovators, entrepreneurs, and visionaries seeking new opportunities. This system would directly compete with similar talent visa programs already established in other developed nations, such as Canada, Australia, and Singapore, raising the stakes for attracting the best minds. The Gold Card represents a fundamental shift in American immigration policy, from prioritizing family unity to focusing on economic recruitment. This creates a clear divide in who is welcomed and why. Those who can contribute immediate economic value are given a fast track, welcomed for their skills, expertise, and potential to drive growth. Meanwhile, others, those without elite credentials or high salaries, may find the path to residency becoming even more challenging and uncertain. The traditional green card has long stood for family reunification and diversity, offering hope to people from all walks of life. In contrast, the gold card is transactional, focused on economic gain and the measurable value an individual brings to the country. This dual-track approach would fundamentally reshape the landscape of American immigration, redefining who gets to call the United States home and on what terms. The message is clear. Economic value and professional achievement are now the primary tickets to permanent residency in America, setting a new standard for the future. Commerce Secretary Lutnick argues the current system fails the U.S. financially. He points out that the average green card recipient earns about $66,000, below the national average of $75,000. Lutnick claims this proves the system admits too many low earners, dragging down the economy. The merit-based approach aims to select immigrants who will contribute more in taxes and innovation, raising the national economic tide. The gold card embodies this philosophy. Attract those whose impact is immediate and substantial. Critics say this view is too narrow, ignoring the long-term and multi-generational benefits immigrants bring, especially those who start in lower-paying jobs but build businesses and communities. The debate, should immigration be an economic development strategy or a broader social program? The answer will shape the nation's future. A new USCIS policy now allows deportation proceedings for green card applicants who lack legal status, even if married to a U.S. citizen. This applies to new and pending family-based cases, affecting over 2 million applicants. Previously, undocumented spouses could apply for status with little risk. Now, applying could mean immediate deportation. Advocates warn this will deter families from seeking legal status, forcing them to choose between risk and remaining in the shadows. Critics see this as part of a broader crackdown, closing off family-based paths to legalization. Instead of streamlining, the process becomes a trap, punishing those trying to follow the law. The policy is seen as a tool to reduce immigrant numbers, regardless of family ties. The administration's changes also hit families of skilled workers, creating a crisis for children of H-1B visa holders. A new rule reverses protections for these children, increasing the risk they'll age out and lose legal status at 21. Previously, a policy allowed more children to stay eligible for green cards with their parents. Now, stricter rules mean many must leave or scramble for another visa. These documented dreamers have grown up in the U.S. but now face self-deportation or legal limbo. The rollback contradicts the goal of attracting skilled talent as it destabilizes families of the very professionals America seeks. Parents, engineers, doctors, tech workers may reconsider their future in the U.S. if their children aren't welcome. The message skills are valued, but families are not. This exposes a tension in the new agenda: economic priorities versus human costs. The administration plans to overhaul the H-1B visa program, replacing the random lottery with a wage-based selection process. Applicants offered the highest salaries would get priority, aiming to attract top-tier talent and discourage hiring lower-cost foreign workers. Supporters say this rewards skill and incentivizes higher wages, benefiting both foreign and domestic workers. The policy aligns with the broader merit-based philosophy economic contribution above all. Critics warn this could disadvantage nonprofits, universities, and startups that can't match big tech salaries, as well as early career professionals and essential workers in lower-paying fields. The risk only the wealthiest employers and highest earners benefit, narrowing the talent pool. The new system could reshape who gets to work in America and who gets left out. The debate continues. Is salary the best measure of value? Experts warn that focusing solely on economic metrics risks unraveling America's social fabric. Immigration isn't just about jobs. It builds communities, enriches culture, and shapes national identity. The family-based system, despite flaws, fosters stability and integration, creating support networks that help immigrants thrive. A transactional, skills-based approach could lead to a more isolated, transient population, less invested in community. Policies that instill fear, like deportation risks for family applicants, damage trust and push people into the shadows. Critics argue the social costs of fear and marginalization may outweigh any economic gains. The core question: is America just an economic enterprise or a nation built on compassion, family, and diversity. Many fear that tilting too far toward economic selection risks losing a vital part of the country's identity. The proposed green card overhaul marks a turning point in American immigration policy, signaling a dramatic shift in how the nation defines opportunity and belonging. It forces America to reconsider the meaning of the American dream, a dream that has long promised hope, upward mobility, and a place for all who seek a better life. The merit-based shift, gold cards and wage-prioritized visas, aims to create a leaner, more competitive system, prioritizing skills and economic potential over family ties. The goal is to build a more economically potent immigrant population, one that can drive innovation and growth in a rapidly changing world. But the crackdown on family-based immigration and the uncertainty facing the children of legal workers threaten to fracture the very foundation of inclusion that has defined America for generations. This could create a divided system, opportunity reserved for the elite, while many others are left behind, their dreams deferred or denied. These changes raise urgent questions about equity, fairness, and who truly gets a chance to succeed in America. The long-term health of a society built on diversity and family unity is at stake, as communities wonder if the bonds that tie them together will endure. The impact will ripple across the economy and neighborhoods, shaping the future of small businesses, schools, and the very fabric of American life. Ultimately, these changes will influence who gets to belong, who gets to call America home, and who is left on the outside looking in. The path forward is being redrawn, not just through administrative tweaks, but through a fundamental reimagining of what it means to be a valued immigrant in this country. It's a redefinition that will shape the nation's identity for decades to come, influencing how future generations see themselves and each other. The coming years will reveal whether this economic-first approach truly builds lasting prosperity, or if the cost to family and diversity proves too great to bear. For many, the stakes are deeply personal: families separated, dreams put on hold, and communities left uncertain about their future. The soul of the nation is reflected in whom it welcomes, its values, its compassion, and its vision for tomorrow. And now, America stands at a crossroads, deciding what that reflection will be for generations to come.